So I'm back out on my favorite place, the Fields of Dreams. I'm going to just do a test with the Deus 2 in Deep HC, because I haven't tried this setting before. And my first signal is an 82, but I guess you can't see that. It's an 82 that way too. So I'll come back to you in a minute when I've dug it. The ground is still frozen, so it's very difficult digging, so I'll come back to you when I've got closer to the target. So that first target is just a bullet casing, so nothing special. Don't know if I can quickly get a date of it for you. 1943 D and a small A by the looks of it on the left, number 2 at the top and an A on the right. Cool. Moving on. So I have another target, 64. Don't know if you can see that. It's a 63-64. That way is more of a 66-69. 64. I'll come back to you when I found it. Just another very small caliber lead bullet from the battle that happened here. Okay, cool. Moving on. Now, 80, 79, 80, 79, 80, 81. Not so crisp. I'll come back to you when I found it. You can tell a lot from the machine, not just because of the numbers, but the sound. I've realized you have to be very aware of the sound it's making. It tells you how clipped that signal is. So if it's a coin, it will be a very quick clipped signal, and then if it's something different, it, you know, like trashy aluminium, it has this like scratchy sound to it. But I keep looking at it and give you as much advice as I can. Okay, moving on. Well, that's a much better signal now that it's out. 80, very clipped. But, you know, it's a punchy sort of sound, so I don't know about this one. Let's have a look together. Is that it? No. Oh, it's a bullet casing. Okay, similar numbers to the first one, I should have realized. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it can't be something else, so you have to dig them. Moving on. Don't know if you can hear that, like screaming sound in the back. It's foxes. 89, 89, 90. Okay, come back to you in a moment when I've dug that. Well, that 89, 90 is sadly only a Saradon, like a pill box, aluminium. Okay, cool. Moving on. Let's have a look at this one. 94. 94, totally stable both ways. Wonder what that can be. See you in a second. So I don't know, it's the top off something. Maybe an air rifle tin lid, pellet lid, don't know. Anyway, not so exciting, but you can see it's a lovely sized target, type of target any detector would like to find. Not detectorist, but detector. Moving on. Here's a cool one. And I've said before about not ignoring surface targets because you just never know. It's double tappy, like it's right on the surface, and it's an 80. And I can show you actually. I did dig the plug over, but I didn't need to. It's just sat right there. Put my glove off. Oh, look at that. It's a lead bag seal. I love finding these. And there's plenty of detail on that. I can't read exactly what it says. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Cool. Moving on. So I had a very stable 62. I've got some scratchy signals around which I'm going to have a look at, but they're very, very faint. But I can see something. I think it's maybe glove off time, but I'm not sure. What is that? Corner button? Button. Ooh, for a moment there I thought. Now, no, I don't know. Don't know if there's any detail on that one, but it's a lovely button. Very cool. Only, I don't know, inch or two down. Moving on. Well, I just had an 84 signal. I can see something just here. Ooh. Can just about make out an imprint on that side. Oh wow. Not again. I mean, that sounded like I'm saying it's a bad thing. Actually, it's not silver. I think, well, I don't know. I think it's silver plated. But that's beautiful. Yeah, it is. You can see. Okay. It's a horse pendant. It's obviously not that old. I would say 1900s. It's beautiful. What a find. I'm having a hell of a run this year so far. Okay. Moving on. Well, you can see how cold it is with all the frost here. So the ground is difficult. I'm not doing live digs at the moment because it's so frozen. But I had this target 49. Now I know with the cruiser you know you get a target underneath and then you dig it out and the numbers change. This is something I'm very impressed with the Deus 2. Whether it's in the ground or out, it normally hits the same numbers. Now the question is, what is it? And I have to take my glove off because it looks very interesting. Yeah, it's a root. No, not the root. The edge. The very, very coinal button is the something else. Button, I guess. Don't know if that's going to be a military button. I will have to clean that up. It looks like it was a two-piece. Okay, it's falling apart a bit now. Okay, cool. Moving on. Well, how about that for a mystery item? It's a tube of some kind, but I'm pretty sure because it's quite heavy, There must be something inside that. Well, I'll clean that up when I get home and we'll see if we can open it. That's very strange. I don't think I've ever found anything like that before. Cool. Moving on. Well, I'm no good at the art of the reveal like the coffee bush kid is. It was a very strange target, that. But I dug it. And it's in here. Oh, I think that's a reed. It is. Not harmonica, but yeah. Okay, I've seen others find these. Don't think I've ever found one quite as complete with the reed still in it. Okay, cool. Moving on. Well, something very special just happened. Again. 60s, 62. It was a, well, what can I say? A wispy signal, but yeah, it's stable numbers. And I've got it out. Well, yeah, it says everything. I can't play the coin or button game with that. That's going to be a hammered coin. Okay, I won't try and mess with that now. I'm in the same area as that other hammered coin that I found recently. So, yeah. Very cool. Moving on. Well, if you wanted proof of how sensitive this thing is, the Deus 2 picked up this tiny little jewel of some kind. Perhaps it's glass. I don't know how old it is, but it's a very cool find. Yeah, that thing, like the cruiser, can pick up some tiny targets. Moving on. This is something I'm always happy to find. 283 signal. It's part of a pocket watch. Wish it was more of it, but that's all I can find. Moving on. Well, I had a 69 signal. To be honest, when I saw it coming up, I thought I was going to have a heart attack again. And I'm pretty sure that's a button. Yeah. Oh, she's a beauty. Okay. Whew. Having one hammered coin in one day is great. Getting more than one. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, I have had more than one hammered coin, but these days are rare. Okay, moving on. Well, I just had a 60 signal, 68, 69. And what does that look like? This ground, as you can see, is frozen, so I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to try and get that out. Yeah, it's hard. I'll come back to you in a minute if I can get it out very carefully. So, I think I'm close enough to it to get it out. It's very shiny. That's got to be a button, hasn't it? It isn't. Oh. Wow. That's clearly a silver coin. I don't know if there's any detail on that. Doesn't look like it, but oh dear. Right. I will clean that up later and you can have a look. What a day. Moving on. Awful scratchy signal, some 50s and then grunty numbers down in 02, but you know, I wanted to find out what that was. I want to learn this machine, the bad signals as well as the good. Now, is that a hatchet, or is it part of a hinge? We'll clean that up later, but that just goes to show you that you still got to pretty much dig everything, no matter what machine you have. That's very cool. Moving on. Just had a double tapping signal. Yeah, I'm finding out it's the same with this machine as with the cruiser. It's double tapping. Usually means it's just on the surface. That's a beautiful button. Hope there's something on it, but I can't see anything at the moment. Cool. See you at the next. And check that out. A very, very fragile, tiny ring. I don't know whether it's a curtain ring or what kind of a ring it is, but it's flattened on the inside by the looks of it, which makes me wonder whether it's some kind of ring to be worn, but it's very small. Don't know. But yeah, will you Deus to find this small jewelry? Yes, it will. Moving on. Check that out for a nice little find. Probably horse tack, but reasonably old. Very cool. Moving on. Well, this is going to be one of my last finds for today. As you can see, it's pretty grey. There's some snow up over there. It's been an incredible day for me here. And yeah, what can I say? What am I ending it on? I don't know if I'm ending it on because I've got to walk back to the car, so maybe I'll find something else. Maybe this isn't the end, but I had a 60, 57. Sorry about that, guys. The battery died on my GoPro, but fortunately I do have a spare with me today. I had a signal 60. It was 63. Yeah, you can see 62. Oh, I don't know if you can see 63. I'm going to think of something to do with the camera. I'm going to show you some of the numbers. Where is it? There it is. Now, as I was saying before the battery so rudely died on me, I've had an incredible day. But what is that? I mean, it's been a while since I had a day like this. Everything is frozen, so I have to be very careful. Okay, I'm gonna leave that already and just take the little bit of surface ice off. You can see it's melting as I'm touching it. Oh, look at that. Okay, guys, you'll see that cleaned up later, but that's some kind of a brooch or pendant. I don't know what to say. Today has been epic. Either see you at the wrap up or see you at the next. Moving on. So, what a day. There's the usual bits and pieces that I find, you know, lead, you know, bullets. You can see the remains that there was a 3-ring bullet, I think. These I find all over the place, and normally they're squished or turned over, obviously flattened musket balls. But this one, it looks like an unfired one of these. So you can see the lead bottom and then this iron top. And from what I can work out, it's likely to be a French bullet, but yeah, I find hundreds of them. So this is only a small example of how many I find. No matter what machine I'm using, it seems I find a lot of that. Don't know about this. It seems a slightly weird shape to be a fired musket ball, but you never know. Could be. Is it? Isn't it? Is it part of a hatchet blade? I think it might be, by the looks of it. I can't see anywhere where it would have been fixed to something, and well, yeah. I mean, it's cool, whatever it is. Not sure about it, but I'll hand that in because it seems to be quite old. Part of a reed. Part of a pocket watch. I do like to find them. Hopefully I'll have a closer look, see if I can get any writing off it. And you know, random scraps. This thing had my heart going because it was heavy, and it is heavy, but you can't see inside it. It's absolutely empty. It had some dirt inside it, but yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not aluminium. This thing is heavy. And I don't know what it was meant to be, or what was supposed to be in it. Anyway, yeah, bag seal. Do love a really nice bag seal, and that's a lovely one. Can't quite read all the detail on it, but it's beautiful. I do like to find them. Buttons, a couple of rings, very, very fine one, and then a bigger, slightly bigger one, but still quite fine. And that was amazing to find out with the Deus. I think that's quite old. I'm guessing that's glass, although I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I will be handing that in, so hopefully they can give me some information about that. Buttons, more buttons. Really nice button actually, but no writing on it. Little sort of horse tack buckle, I guess. Randomus Ionus. This was a surprise. Beautiful horse pendant, silver plated. Same on both sides. So I guess the chain must have come off because it's the loops is still intact. But yeah, very cool. This is beautiful. I mean, look at this. And it's old. You can see that with the pin on the back there. This is a very, very old item. This is amazing. I'm sure it has some kind of importance with the redness in the middle there. Perhaps there was a jewel there and maybe two more. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's an amazing find. I am very, very happy with that. I'm sure the archaeology department will be very happy with that too. Hopefully they'll give me some more information on that at some point if they get a chance. What else is there? I think that's mostly it. This is just a random piece that I found, but it turns out that there is a little bit of writing on the bottom of that. So that I need some research. I think it's Fanton, as far as I can read it. Fanton. I'm guessing it's part of a watch. But you never know with these random bits. You know, it could have been part of a coin, but I'm guessing it's part of a watch. And what can I say? These beautiful things. Maybe I have to get the torch on it. Try and show you a bit better. That's better. And you can see quite a lot of detail on this. It's got the shield in the middle, M-O-N, I think it's E-T, Monet. So I will check this out. I believe it's a Swiss hammered coin. You can see, I hope you can see, don't know if that helps or makes it worse. If I get it at the right angle, you can see that there's like a cross in the center of it. Yeah, it's got plenty of writing around, so there's enough detail, I think, to get an identification of that. And the last one, but look at that. Now, I have no idea who he is. If I get the light right, you can just make out he's got a lot of hair, a lot of flowing, rippling hair, and he's got a very high forehead and quite a pronounced nose facing to the right. And there is, let me see if I can get the angle right for the torch. There's quite a lot of lettering up around the left-hand side of his face, there, of the head. And there's a little bit on the right too, but it's very, very difficult to see because this coin is so thin. I mean, it's thin like paper. Look at it. It's crazy. It's clearly pure silver. And there is detail on this side too. You can sometimes see the lettering, but it's really difficult. You've got to get the angle just right with the torch to be able to make out. Yeah, that's really hard. I'm sorry guys, I can't get it better than that. There is some detail there, but you know, a lot of it is gone. An incredible find. I mean, I don't know what to say about that day. Two, not one, but two hammered coins. You know, modern brooch and that beautiful, very old brooch. Would be really interesting to know exactly when that's from, but it's incredible. Bag seals and, you know, lots of mystery items, pocket watch pieces, all this sort of stuff. I love this history hunting and the research that goes with it. Thank you to each and every one of you for watching my videos and for supporting my channel, and many more to come. Moving on.